Michael Kelsch took first place at the Utrecht Special Event with a team that didn't just win, it shook the meta. And at the center of it, Ice Rider Calyrex with Leech Seed? Wait. Leech Seed? Close enough. Welcome back, Ferrothorn. In all seriousness, on the surface, this seems so wrong, so weird. And yet, we just witnessed this brand new adaptation not just win Utrecht, but it also won the Santiago Regional and the recent Grand Challenge. Let's break down the brilliance of Leech Seed. So normally, Ice Rider Calyrex plays a very standard role, being your classic Trick Room sweeper with moves like Glacial Lance and high horsepower for coverage. But instead of going all in on raw damage and coverage moves, Kelsch gave Ice Rider Leech Seed, a move that's barely seen in VGC until very recently. This let Calyrex take on a pseudo support role, forcing switches, punishing passive play, and out-sustaining opposing cores. Pair that with its already massive bulk and leftovers or grassy terrain support, and suddenly this thing just will not go down. Leech Seed can be especially daunting for many of the commonly used restricted legendaries, as they don't really want to switch out once they've landed on the field. Lunala, with commonly used items like Power Herb or Electric Seed, which will lose its free special attacker defense boosts if forced to switch out. Zamazenta, which only gets to activate Dauntless Shield once per battle, or even opposing Ice or Shadow Rider Calyrex that get offensive boosts per KO, but lose these boosts once they're forced to switch out. Kelsch built smart. This team featured key support options to enable this playstyle, with use of Incineroar for Intimidate and Fake Out, and with Grimmsnarl, which provided prankster screens for even more bulk. To pull this strategy off, Kelsch leaned into positioning and attrition instead of brute force, and that's what made it so hard to deal with. Fast teams couldn't break through it, and slower teams got whittled down and outlasted. This wasn't just a one-off spicy pick. This was a statement. The meta had been tilting toward faster modes, heavy offense, and standard Trick Room shells, but Leech Seed Calyrex forced opponents to rethink their approach. You weren't able to just rush it down, but you couldn't ignore it either, and once it got rolling, it was often way too late. This Leech Seed tech created tempo and board control in a way that we don't usually see from Ice Rider. A ticking clock slowly wasting away your opponents, while Calyrex is free to protect, stall, and gets its HP padded every single turn. So what does this mean moving forward? Expect to see even more creative Ice Rider builds pop up in future tournaments as people either look to find counters or bring their own version of Leech Seed Ice Rider. As the saying goes, if you can't beat them, join them. Massive congrats to Michael Kelsch as well as our other two major tournament winners. A smart, calculated adaptation to a commonly used Pokemon, which reminds everyone that the meta is always evolving.